woke up this morning and I prayed to the Most High. The sun is shining so bright. I'm blessed to live this life.
Yahawashi, blessed be Yahawah, blessed be Yahawashi.
Hello.
Shalawam.
Welcome to the Helpmeets Hangout.
Hey,
Because this is what Helpmeets Hangout. Hey. Welcome to the Helpmeets Hangout. Because this is what Helpmeets Hangout. Hey.
Hang out, and this is where we be at, and this is where we pull out the Bible and the precepts. Period. Praise the Lord. Clock it.
All praises to the Most High willing. Sisters are doing well through the Spirit. Y'all holding down a house.
Period.
Feeling good.
These days, looking your best, feeling your best.
Pentecost.
Enduring and having peace no matter how life may look. Giving thanks unto the Lord, because this is the day which He have made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Pick your chin up and smile and be grateful that you got to see another day of life. That's a gift.
Amen. Yes.
You know what I've learned recently? Mindset is everything. Like, your mindset is everything. You can walk around moping and complaining, or you can find the beauty in life. It's up to you. Life is truly what you make it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you know what I used to say? Say it again.
I said positive vibes only, bro.
Oh, yes. I used to say this before I came into the truth, but I don't know. Like, it used to be a lot of stuff I would say, and then when I came into understanding who we are, I'd be like, oh my goodness. Like, one thing I will always say is, when people would treat me some type of way, I'd be like, bro, I am a flower. Like, don't treat me like that. I am a flower. And look at my name. It's Lily. Okay. The second thing I used to say is, the world is yours and everything in it. It's just up to you to get it. And so, like, now being in the truth.
Can we
like,
give her a snap?
Oh,
yes. Okay. That was lovely.
Like, now what that means to me is just like how you were saying, mindset is everything. You just really have to be confident in the Lord and just know it's already done. It's already done.
It is. I was just telling a sister yesterday, the Lord already ordained our steps from the beginning. Like, our life is already mapped out. If you need clarity, you need guidance, whatever, pray about it. He will guide you and show you the way. Like, my cousin sent me this precept in Revelation. It was basically going into how, I'm gonna just read it real quick. It was kind of talking about how those that their names in the book of life, it's already been written since the beginning. It's already written. It's just like, man, don't stress. Don't stress. This is Revelation 17:8. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is. So those whose names are in the book of life and those whose names aren't has already been decided from the foundation of the world. So listen, your life has already been mapped out. Give it to the Lord, pray about it, and stop letting life stress you out.
Period.
Joy. Oh my gosh, I can't stand negative Nancy's.
Walking
around negative.
Girl, always sad about something.
Okay.
Gracious.
Got something to say.
Got clothes on your back, food on the table. You breathing. You ain't hooked up to no machine. You not, you able to walk around by yourself. Like,
you can read, you can talk, and you can write. You got a full functional, healthy body. You can see. You ain't got no you ain't crippled. You ain't blind. You ain't deaf.
Mm-hmm.
You got bills, but that means you got power, water, heat, food. Like, you can. It's just like this quote I seen. Like, life is hard. Choose your heart. Losing weight is hard, but being obese is hard. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's you gotta choose your heart. You gotta work for what you want in life respectfully and righteousness. And nobody's gonna hold your hand and call to you. You gotta wonder for yourself. Okay.
That's right.
Period. But let me read this foundational precept so we can get into this episode today. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Whew.
My leg.
Open your heart and mind. You never know what you find when you let it fly. Hey, do 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 do. It's tap time. If you know, you know. She said she don't know. Tap time. It's Tabitha's little show she has on YouTube for the kids. Me and Brie will be watching it,
Oh,
and I like because she be doing like real life stuff that's actually relatable, and like these other cartoons. Like, anyways, and this, anyways. First Peter 4:11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God. If any man minister, let him do it as of the ability to which God giveth, that Yahawah in all things may be glorified through Hamashiach, Yahawashi, to whom we praise and dominion forever and ever. Amen.
amen.
You already know we want to speak the oracles of the Most High, speak those things that please in His sight, and when everything we do and say, we want to give glory to the Most High because it is only His ability they're able to do anything. So we say, call Halal, Yahawah, for another day, another podcast, and that you beautiful ladies are here. Thank y'all for being here for yet another episode. I think this is
Yeah.
episode 63. Let me see.
What?
Yeah, I think this is episode 63. Let me see. Um, where's? Oh, let me see. Oh, episode 61. I was off. We was
Oh,
almost here though. But yeah, we
almost.
40 episodes away from episode 100, and y'all know we got to do it big when we get there, Lord willing.
Oh my gosh. What are we gonna do?
I don't know. We will talk about it though.
Oh my goodness,
But
y'all.
yeah, y'all have really came a long way with us. So thank y'all for those that have supported from the beginning and those that are new to the channel. We are the Helpmeets Hangout. I'm Abarriyah. This
Welcome.
is Lily, and welcome to our podcast. For those,
Thanks for hanging out with us.
yeah.
And listen, y'all, a lot of sisters, they'll ask and be like, is this podcast for younger sisters? Yes. Yes. And y'all, guess what? I actually seen it's two sisters that are younger than us on Facebook, and they have a podcast too. I forget the name of it. Most I willing I can share it before we get off of here. But y'all, I'm proud of these younger sisters too.
Oh,
Cause
that's beautiful.
I said, okay. I asked them, did they have a platform? They said not on YouTube right now, so they're only on Facebook. But
Oh, that's
I'm
beautiful.
I'm glad to see younger sisters are tapped into this thing. So yes, this podcast is for younger sisters, and share it, share it. But today we're gonna get into the topic of. I always say this word weird, but it's carriage. Is that how you say it? Cor-
Courage.
Courage.
Girl, country.
Courage.
Courage.
Right. It takes courage to be holy,
Courage.
and it takes courage to be holy, and we know that holy is, to be set apart. So we're going to dive into that, what it means to be holy, what it means to be set apart, and just advice for sisters in order to continue enduring, sticking that thing out, and, through tough times, continue to be set apart and not be afraid. Don't be afraid. Because in this world, we are a part, we are in this world. We are not a part of this world. Okay? So we have to know how to endure through things. We have to know how to get through things and not waxing weak in our faith, knowledge, or our understanding. So that's what we're going to get into today. I did want to get the definition really quick. Let me see. Okay, I want to read this precept first before we get into the definition of holy. But this is going to be a good precept. Okay, Deuteronomy 7 and 6, and we all know this. Okay, we know this. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Okay, and then let me see. I'm gonna look up holy, but I'm gonna do it in the. I usually use the concordance, and that helps us get the word in Hebrew. Let me. I'm gonna go to Deuteronomy 7 and 6 again. You can really use anyone. Sometimes when you go into the concordance, it will give you different numbers like H6942 and then H6944. But for the most part, they usually have the same um, like root. So in Deuteronomy 7 and 6, it's going to be H6918. H6918. So it is Kadesh, which means secret, and it derives from H6942. So sacred, and let me see, holy, holy one, saint, eminence, an angel, a saint, ceremonial or morally secret. So we are set apart, and that's what we want to continue to do, and show up as set apart in this world. So, Khan, I'll give the floor to Sister Abarriyah to add on if you want. If you want to add on anything to that, get this.
I'm cold, but I just cut the air off.
Ooh,
But all praise to the Most High. Call it Bahasham. I just think that as we continue to get closer to the end times, in the day of Yahawah's return, it's going to get harder for us to endure. The trials and tribulations are going to amp up. The fire is going to get hotter, and you have to really have courage to be able to continue to endure this walk because you're going to be faced with a lot of temptations. Satan will put a lot of things in your mind. He will try to create a lot of exit plans and ways out. And we know that the scriptures talk about there's not going to, until that day comes, there's going to be a great falling away. Um, it's not easy being in this walk. Let me get this precept.
um,
It's 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So the day is not going to come until there be a great falling away. Great means abundance, like large, massive. Like it's going to be a lot of people falling away, and that just goes to show this walk is only going to get harder. You're going to need you got the definition of courage, right?
oh no, I didn't. I can get it. I can pull it up quick.
Okay, I could have got it. Okay. You're gonna need some strength. You're gonna need to be strong, level-headed, mentally strong to endure into the very end. All of us, because man,
Uh,
it's only going to get harder, especially when we in them days for real. Them days of testing for real, Jacob's trouble. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna need strength. You're gonna need faith. It's not easy being an Israelite. It's not easy being in this walk. It ain't
yeah.
for the weak. Because I just was thinking about this precept earlier, Isaiah 48 and 10, and it says, behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. So, most I have chosen us in the furnace of affliction. And let me, hold on, make another precept. This thing might be precept heavy today. This is Acts 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter to the kingdom of God. We can't enter to the kingdom unless with much tribulation. So I say all that to say, um, we're not going to be able to get that kingdom in unless we endure some hard times. And so you're going to need courage, you're going to need strength, you're going to need faith, because it's not easy being set apart. But the beauty is, the Most High called you. He saw something in you. He chose you. Make that count. Make that count. So I praise my time.
That reminded me of Luke 18:8. It says, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on earth? So that's a real question. And that's red letters right there. It's like we can say, oh, yes, I'm going to have faith. Oh, yes, I'm going to be courageous in that day. But um, a lot of times people can say one thing about a situation they've never been in, but when you are in that moment, Christ asked that. He said, shall I find faith on earth?" So that
Excuse me.
he knows, like, it's going to be a hard thing to find faith on the earth in those times, because being in this flesh, sometimes, like, even myself, I've been through things and I'll be like, dang, why did I react like that? Like, that's not something I would have chosen to do. um and your body just has natural, the flesh can have natural reactions, but it's all about putting your flesh into subjection, that um your spirit is more present, and your spirit takes over instead of your flesh having rule over that. But I'm gonna bring out the definition for courage really quickly. I had put it up. It says the ability to do something that frightens one, strength in the face of pain or grief, which is adversity. So, that
Read
is
that again, please.
the ability to do something that frightens one.
Mm,
And then the second part is strength in the face of pain or grief.
mm.
So,
Come on. Come on.
yeah. But I also wanted to say, sorry, it was a notification popped up on my.
Very good.
Um, it's a, it's not. It's actually what we was talking about when we first got on here. It's a mindset.
See, that's a spirit.
It's a mindset.
The spirit.
It kind of just clicked for me when I was thinking about. I was like, oh my goodness, we were just talking about that. It's literally a mindset. It's not only. Um, Give me 1 second.
It is a mindset, y'all.
Sorry, y'all. I'm not home, and my little brother is in there blasting that music, and I was like, please, please turn it down.
Y'all, she's a sister. Like she has little siblings. Not like little like kids, but wow. Big sis Lily. Big sis Lily.
I'm screaming. But it's a mindset, it's a commitment, um it's a duty. We're supposed to be set apart. These are the things that are well pleasing to the Most High. And when you get in the mind frame of being like, you know what, anything opposed to this is wickedness to the Most High, like, you have to choose who you're gonna serve. It becomes a lot easier. It becomes easier to discern certain things. But um I think putting courage, I can't say the word.
Courage.
Putting
Coward the couragely dog. I
it's
don't know.
courage the cowardly dog.
I figured it was backwards. That's why I was googling it. I was googling it right now to make sure I said it right.
Y'all, this word is gonna trip me up. I listen, okay, we know what we talking about. Okay, we talking about courage. Okay. It takes a lot of strength to have courage. Sometimes you do have to um how do I want to say, hype yourself up through the spirit, if that makes sense. Talking to yourself in songs and hymns, and we see in the Maccabees how the brothers, they they fought for that set apartness, and it's going to be some people around you that um they don't want to hearken, they don't want to listen, but that's when the courage comes in. And the brother, he stepped up and he said, listen, all of you that want to follow after righteousness, like, come with me, and if you don't, then hey, you let those people be. And that's where it comes into the precept about let the dead bury the dead. You have to let people do what they're gonna do, but you have to have strength in knowing that me following after righteousness, me following after the Most High to be set apart. Sometimes it's gonna look strange to people on the outside. It's gonna look crazy to other people. You can't care about what people have to say when it comes to you dressing modestly, when it comes to you um, observing the high holy days, when it comes to you keeping these law, statutes, and commandments, you have to cancel out all of that outside noise,
Really.
and it's gonna be stuff that comes. Let's direct 201.
Because
Y'all
God
already
did a
know.
lot of stuff. I don't know if I ever told y'all this, but somebody, I ain't gonna say who, I ain't gonna add them out like that, but somebody told me when I first came into the truth that I look better dressing like a whore. Straight from them. Yes, I look better half naked. So when you got to cancel out the outside noise, you really got to, because people will say some crazy things, and you got to have enough mental strength where you be able to rebuke that and know that's Satan and not give into that, and not be like, dang, she is right. I did, the body was tea then. I was getting a lot of attention. People did like me back then. You got to have enough, like you got to have strength for real to be able to be like, I rebuke you. You can't let
Mm-hmm.
nobody throw you off your path for real. So when we were saying it, it is the mindset. Oh,
It
praise.
is. It is your mindset. It's the way that you value yourself, like, and also your salvation. But let me read this real quick. Actually, Sirach chapter 2 itself, I would recommend sisters go and read that whole thing. Okay, read the whole thing. I'm gonna just read Sirach 2:1. It says, "My son, daughter of Zion. Okay, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." So there's going to be so many things that pull your attention here and there. It's going to be trends that you want to keep up with. It's going to be things on social media that you see, but you have to know how to flip that thing in righteousness. Like if you want to partake in something, let the Most High get the glory from it. Let the Most High, like, for our platforms. Okay, we can have a platform. You can have a clothing store. You can have um, people that make music, a record label. You can do all of these things, but the Most High, when it comes to being set apart, the Most High should get the glory out of all of these things, because you want to know why? It's the Most High who gave you that talent. It's the Most High who allowed you to be able to know how to sing, or know how to dress or style things together, or know how to do hair, or whatever it is that you do. Know how to sew, know how to make zits, know how to edit, know how to, like, the Most High should be getting the glory for all of these things that we do. So never let anybody tell you, like, oh yeah, you shouldn't talk about this or that. And I know, like, sometimes they be like, you shouldn't talk about politics and religion. I heard that we're not supposed to talk about politics or religion. Let me tell you, if you come to talk to me, I'm talking about the Lord. Period. If you don't want to hear nothing about the Lord, don't talk to me.
Yeah, hey, I was just about to say, don't talk to me, because it, like I've said this before on our podcast, talking about the Lord precepts coming up is, it's become second language. It's innate. If
Mm-hmm.
if we talking, some the Lord gonna come up. These words gonna come up, because it's not supposed to be counsel that we speak. We're supposed to speak the words of the Lord. I'm not just gonna just tell you everything you want to hear. Don't just this word gotta talk for me. Because sometimes it say everything that we need to say everything that I wanted to say, everything that I'm trying to say. It says, and sometimes that's enough.
Uh, uh,
Sometimes, but yeah,
and I'll
go
go ahead.
ahead. I don't even remember what I was going to say. Go ahead.
Oh. No, I was going to say sometimes people will look at you like you're going against the grain, and I am, and I am. I'm not a part of what they call the norm.
Right.
I'm not a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that. Um,
Oh,
I was watching something. I forgot, but the lady, she was talking about. And y'all, I listen to a lot of different like audio books in the morning for like what we're talking about mindset. It talks about your mindset. And she was like, you kind of have to imagine yourself in this and da da da. And y'all, I was trying to get into it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna imagine this, I'm imagine that. I already see myself doing XYZ. Y'all, and I was like, it was not working. And I'm like, why is it not working? And so I say, you know what? I'm gonna look at it through a different lens. And when I started thinking about the Most High first, that's the only way I could imagine myself being in any other thing, because I'm just like, I already know, like, it is not of me. It's not of me. But when I started making sure that Most High was in the forefront of what I wanted to see myself in, it was a lot easier. I don't know. I don't know, but I just was like, it made me think of that when you were just talking. But
Um,
yeah.
I was just gonna say, yeah, the Most High, he has to be the center and foundation of everything. He has to. And when he's not, it's gonna fall because it's not a real foundation. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. Dang it.
Oh, hold
Yeah,
on, y'all.
something you were saying made me think about it, but I forgot now.
No, I was just talking about. I just was talking about like going against the grain and how.
Oh yeah, you got it. The water. Our person side. It brought it back. You gotta be okay with not being normal, like what people deem as normal. People are gonna say stuff. If you don't got tough skin, thick skin, listen,
Our
like
forefathers went through it. They was getting stoned and all of that.
for real, you gonna hear a lot of crazy stuff. I remember somebody also said, I ain't gonna say who, I'm gonna air them out like that, but somebody also basically said that me keeping the feast days was foolishness, and we need to stop all this foolishness. So people
Mhm.
are gonna say, and that's really just that's not even the worst things that people could say. But people are really gonna say some wild, crazy stuff, and you just gonna be looking at them like, "Bro, are you sick? Like,
Like, where
what's
did this
wrong
even
with
come
you?"
from?
But it
Hmm.
be saying, and you have to be like, I feel like that's why a lot of people like fall off out of the truth because they want to be with the world so bad. But the whole point of being set apart, you are not meant to be like the world. We are in the
FOMO,
world, but not of it. And so it's like you have to be okay with. I'm just put it like this.
missing out on certain things.
There's gonna come a time. I was just looking at end times headlines, and there's this group that just got listed on the hate group speech because they're against LGBTQ. And I sent it to some group chats I'm in, and I was just basically saying how we're gonna be. It's eventually at one point we're gonna be on their hate group list as well, and I think some camps are already
I
on.
was going to say, it's some camps that's already on there.
Exactly. But I was saying that to say, in the times we're coming in, y'all, we're gonna be like the number one. We're gonna be painted as a public image. Like they're gonna name us like hate group speech. We're gonna be the number one people around the globe that's gonna have a like a something painted on our back, a target on our back, because they're gonna label us with all these names. We gotta remember that we're going through the same thing that Christ went through, and he actually had it worse. We have to drink
Hmm.
of that cup. And so, if you think that this walk is just about people being nice to you, you sadly mistaken. People
Yeah.
are gonna talk about you. They're gonna call you names. It might not happen right now, but it's definitely gonna happen as we get closer. The Bible is going to unfold itself. Nothing new is under the sun. Everything that happened then with the prophets, with the brothers in Acts, those things are going to happen again. So you have to be okay with being a target because we're Israelites. This walk is not easy. You have to be
Mhm.
okay with being the hated one because Christ was the hated one. Christ was the target. You have to be okay with that because if you're not, you're gonna want to go back in the world because this is too much. I don't want to be seen as a target. I don't want to be seen as a hate group. Well, that's just how they view all of us. And that's just this cup, and we got to endure it until Christ come back. But if you're not okay with, and you don't even, of course you might not be out here doing nothing crazy, but they're gonna paint us all together as a picture, as a collective group. And what basically I'm trying to say is like you can't fold because we start getting labeled because Christ is labeled. So you gotta have some tough skin if you want to do it to the end. And I want to use this precept to back it up. Okay.
Period.
um this is Matthew 10 and 19. Actually no, that's not what I want. Okay, so I can. Matthew 10:24. Disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. So we're not above our Lord Yahawashi. It is enough for the disciple that he be his master and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much should they call them in his household? They call Yahawashi Beelzebub. How much more should they call us? They're gonna call us names. They're gonna paint us as a hate group. They're gonna paint us as terrorists, whatever the case may be. They're going to do it because they did it to Christ. You got to be able to endure that. Um, this is John 15 uh, and 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that you should go and bring forth fruit, that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever you should ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. Um, and that kind of let me back up what I was saying earlier in the podcast episode that and the beauty of all of this is the most high he chose you. He chose you to come out to do something. He chose you to bear fruit. He chose you to do something. So use
Oh,
your talents, put forth your fruit, put forth your works, do it to magnify and glorify his name because that's what he's called you to do. The whole duty demands to fear God and keep his commandments. So reading on these things I command you that you love one another. If the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of
oh,
the world will love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than the Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my sayings, they will keep yours also. But all these things they do unto you for my name's sakes, because they know not him that sent me.
yeah,
So they're gonna treat us the same way they treated Christ. Because we say we're servants of Christ. Well, like he said, you gotta drink of that cup. You have to drink of that cup. So I just said that to say, like this is what comes with it. And you got to be willing to endure it. You have to. You can't let what people say or what labels they put on us shake you because you know who you are. You know your daughter's on. You know we're the chosen people. You know what we came here to do. It don't matter. Let the people talk because they're gonna talk. What did Christ do? He held his peace. He held
yeah.
his peace.
Answer him not a word.
He held his peace and didn't answer them a word. He didn't have a point to prove because he knew his mission. He knew what he came to do. We know our mission. We know we trying to hit. We here trying to be a light, trying to wake up the sheep. The men are. We're here to be a light. We're here to tell people the good news, and we're here to endure to the end. So don't let nobody throw you off that just because of what they say. You got to be strong. Encouragement. What strength to do something that scares you. Being in
Yeah.
this walk is not easy. Okay, the times we're coming in, that's some scary stuff.
If
Okay,
it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
so it's like that's why you gotta. What we're talking about, you gotta have some courage. You gotta have some strength.
And that's Joshua.
Yes.
I think, and then when listen, honestly speaking, when you're reading and you're in your word, it's actually command. It's a commandment. You are commanded to have courage. Like you, it's so many times that you are commanded. Have I not commanded you? Have you not been commanded? It says command. Like you're told to have courage. So when you are operating out of fear, that's honestly coming from a place where you don't trust the Lord. And if you're not trusting the Lord, then what are we doing? We're
Right.
supposed to have trust. We're supposed to have faith. We're supposed to have a lot of people. They love to quote, "Walk by faith and not by sight." But a lot of our people, we look for signs. We look for signs about every little single thing, but we don't discern through the spirit. And so you really have to discern and not be pressured to conform to the ways of this world. You can't be pressured to um, feel like you're missing out on things. Look how many high holy days we have. We have new moon every month. We have high holy days. You should have a calendar. If you don't have one, you can ask. You can email us. You ask another sister that's around you. If you're keeping those things by yourself, you can always congregate virtually. We have things to keep you occupied through the spirit. A lot of sisters hold Bible studies. A lot of sisters hold, Sister Abarriyah holds the prayer call. Like it's so many things to help you stay occupied so that you don't feel like that you're missing out on things. You shouldn't be feeling like, oh well, I'm gonna just go back to my old ways, because that's actually the easy way out. When you think about it, you're taking the easy route out. The hard thing is to endure. The hard thing is to stay encouraged through the spirit. But with this word, these words of life, it faith comes by hearing the word. You have to stay in this word because it's life. But when you aren't, I'll say, when you aren't getting your daily bread, when you aren't getting your daily bread, it becomes, your spirit becomes like famished, and now you're looking for external things to fulfill um, what you feel like that you're missing out on. But it takes a strong sister, and y'all and sisters are strong through the spirit. Do you think that these spirits are going to come around? Were they bothering you that much when you was in the world and you were partaking in wickedness? No, it wasn't bothering you. But now that you're trying to rehearse these righteous acts, it's going to be things that come around and test you. It's going to be things that come around and try you. Why? Because we're constantly being proved. We're constantly being refined. We're constantly going through things that's going to help build us up through the spirit. But you have to have the courage. You have to have the faith. Faith. You have to have trust in the Most High that you know what, all of these things are going to work out and they're going to pay off, because the things that are here on this earth, we can't take them with us. These are the earthly treasures, but we want to store up our treasures in heaven. So
Um,
faith.
exactly. And that's the point. We want to store up our treasures in heaven. And that's why we have to be set apart because unfortunately, I see a lot of people trying to mingle the truth with the world. You can't do that. You can't. You can't. You gotta. You can't do everything you used to in the world, and that's how people get caught up. That's let me read this. Christ said it best.
Mm,
Christ said it best. Um,
or
I love this episode. Oh
new
my god.
wine. Can't pour new wine.
Exactly. You should get that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Matthew 13 and 22. He also that received seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. But he that receives seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit and bringeth forth some a hundredfold, some 60, some 30. So as a lot of us are about to keep Pentecost, most high willing, slash first fruits, you want to make sure you're bringing forth fruit. And a lot of people get choked up because of this world, the deceitfulness of it, and the riches. You can't let this world choke you up. And I think a lot of people get choked up by the world because they try to still be of the world while they saying they Israelite. They still try to partake in worldly things while saying they're Israelite. They still try to do worldly things while they're saying they're Israelite. And you can't mix the two. You can't mix the two. You can't do both. So you have to pick and choose. Um, this is James 4:4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the word is the enemy of Yahawah. So it's like you can't be a friend. You can't be a friend of the world and say you're a friend of the Most High. You're a servant of Him.
Mm,
You can't do both. And a lot of people also be trying to please man. And like Galatians 1 and 10 tells us, you can't please man and be a servant of me. So you have to pick and choose who you're going to please, who you're going to love, because you can't love the Most High and then love this world. You can't do both. So I
yep.
think a lot of us sometimes we try to intertwine the two, and there you can't. You can't. So you
It's like
have to
you're trying to
okay with
find a balance.
trying to
of both.
right. Stop trying to still show people that, oh, I'm still the same me. We can still go out and do that. No, you can't. No, you can't. You're not the same you. You can't still go out and do that. No, you can't. Stop trying
Mm,
to prove a point to people and show people I'm not this world, I'm not this weird Hebrew girl. We can still go and do what we used to do. We can still have the same bond. No, because you will never be the same. You're a different woman. You can't pour that old wine into this new cup that you're supposed to be bringing forth new righteous works and fruits.
yep. Your
Just-
fruits are different. Your
Exactly.
fruits are
A lot.
different.
The people that I'm cool with now, our bonds and relationships, the dynamic is totally different because I'm not the same person I used to be. I'm not the same woman I used to be. And Lord willing, we will never be that same old person
Uh,
because we're supposed to shed off that old skin, shed off that old woman, and become new creatures. So stop trying to keep the same old filth and bring it into this new you. You can't do it. You just can't do
mm.
it.
I like that. Yeah. I think I forgot who I was talking to, but I was saying it reminds me of the precept that talks about when you go and touch a dead body and like you wash your hands and then you go back and you go touch that dead body again. It was like, what was the point of you going to go wash your hands? That kind of made me think about that while you were talking. And then I think another thing that kind of popped in my mind was, if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for anything.
Right.
So if you don't stand up in righteousness, then you're just gonna fall for anything. You
Yeah.
can just People can just say anything to you and you just fold. It's just like, no, you have to have that ingrained in your mind, like, no, I'm gonna stand for righteousness. I'm gonna stand for the laws of the most high, and I don't care what anybody feel or think about it. It just is what it is. People are asking you to go out and do things. No, it's the Sabbath. I can't go do that. I'll talk to you when the sun goes down. Don't even mention it to me before that.
Right.
Or it's they're going somewhere and you just know it's gonna be abominable. No, I don't want to go to that. And
Right.
you have to also know your spirit. Um know who you can be around. If you can't be around those people, sometimes it's okay to excuse yourself and be like, I'm not going to be able to hang out with y'all. I'm not going to be able to do that. And people will look at you like, oh, she different. And like Sister Vera said, you're not that same sister. I hope you're not that same sister. I'm not the same person that I used to be. I'm growing. I'm evolving. I am learning. I'm learning more about myself, but at the same time, the Most High comes first. The Most High comes first, above and beyond anything. And I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not afraid to talk about that. And you shouldn't be afraid to talk about the Most High. You shouldn't be afraid to have Him a part of your conversation, because then people understand and know who you are, and they start to respect that. So when you know your value and you know your worth and you have courage and you have faith and you're strong and you're willing to be set apart, people are going to start moving differently around you. People are going to start treating you differently. People are going to adhere to the standard that you set for yourself. And when the Most High is the standard, oh baby, that's T. Now that's T right there. The Most High is the standard. Okay, I love that. But let me read this precept that we was talking about. I'm gonna read it in Mark. I know a lot of people go to Matthew. I'm gonna read it in Mark. Mark 2:21 and 22. No man seweth a piece of new cloth on an old garment, the new else the new piece that filled it up taketh away from the old, and the rent is made worse. No man putteth new wine into old bottles, else the new wine doeth burst the bottles, and the wine is spilled, and the bottles will be marred. But the new wine must be put into new bottles. Um, it's about being free through the spirit and not being afraid, um not being insecure about that. Have faith in that. Be confident in that thing. Be confident in the Most High, and don't feel like you're missing out on anything, because when you were in the world, like, what are you really missing out on? Nothing. You're not missing out on anything. You have to rewire your mind. You have to be renewed through the Spirit, and just know that the Most High got your back as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna read this.
Oh, praises. This is a
Real
beautiful to the
quick.
spirit.
All praises. Okay. Joshua 1:6. It says, "Be strong and of a good courage, for unto this people shall I provide for an inheritance the land which I swear unto their fathers to give them. Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest." Verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and thou shalt have good success. In verse 9 says, have I not commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with thee whithersoever thou goest. So I read that whole thing because it wasn't once we were told, it wasn't twice we were told, it was three times within those four verses. You were told three times to have courage and be not dismayed because the Most High is with you wherever you go. So think about that. When you feel afraid, when you feel like, oh well, I shouldn't stand up for righteousness, or I shouldn't do this, or I shouldn't do that, just know you have the Lord around you. His angels encampeth around you. Even though you can't see it, you have to have faith like, you know what? The Most High got my back. And I know I got my angels around me and I'm going to be good. It don't matter what this woman said about me. It don't matter what that person said about me. It don't matter how they view me. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to be a light in this dark world. So most High willing, this thing is edifying. I think this episode is really good. I feel good through the spirit.
It is really good. I want to get this precept. This is Psalms 94 and 16, and it reads, who will rise up for me against the evildoers, or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? We have to defend the faith, you know, respectfully. Stand up for righteousness. Stand up for the Most High. Again, stop trying to be like everyone else, and stop trying to be the OG, because you will never be the OG. You don't have a point to prove to nobody. You're different, and it's okay to be different. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing, because you're supposed to be better through the Spirit from who you used to be. You're supposed to have grown. You're supposed to have righteous fruit now. You're supposed to be a light now. But everybody not gonna like that. And so with that, of course, it comes people trying to put you down, negativity, people saying stuff about you. You gotta be able to just let that stuff roll off your back. Like, don't even let it bother you for real. Because people gonna talk. They did to Christ.
Um,
I just wanted to say that you gotta be able to, like she said, you gotta stand for something. You're gonna fall for anything. You gotta be able to stand up for righteousness, stand up for the Most High, defend His faith.
um, you
Somebody
know what it
asked.
really, oh, my bad, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, you know what it reminds me of when we talked about having integrity? It reminded me of like, just like I said, when I was saying like stand for something or you're going to fall for anything, just having that integrity and not only having faith and courage in the forefront. But when you by yourself and when you're going through your trials and tribulations, it's still having that courage. Like when you're in isolation by yourself. But
Hmm.
I mean it into it.
Yeah, like just examples. Like, you think it's easy? Like, it's. I'm trying to put it like this. Like, we're in this flesh, so of course thoughts will pop up, spirits will hop on us, and so when people are sending you birthday texts or holiday texts, sometimes we might be feeling a little frightened or nervous, or somebody might say, when we respectfully text them back and be like, hey, I don't celebrate that, or whatever the case may be. You might be nervous what they might say, what they might think of you. When you got to tell a job you need the days off for your feast days that are considered Sabbaths, and the Sabbath day, you might be nervous what they may say or what they may think of you. I mean, those feelings are normal. We're in this flesh, but nonetheless, you still have to have courage to do it, because we ought to obey God rather than man.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, who cares what somebody got to say? Because we're going to obey these laws and fight for them, Lord willing. So it's like, you got to be willing to just tune it out. Like, at the end of the day, who cares? We're doing this for the Most High. We're not doing this for man. I'm going to get a few precepts. This is Matthew 10 and 28. It reads, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Don't fear what man got to say about you. Don't be nervous. I remember I seen a post that said, how you gonna let somebody in the flesh take your peace when God gave you peace? How you gonna let mortal man, somebody that can't do nothing to you, take your peace, make
That's
you
right.
scared? You're a daughter of Zion. You got the strength of the Lord. If you don't get up, if you don't get it together and rebuke that spirit,
Yes.
it's Galatians 1 and 10. For do I now persuade man or God, or do I seek to please men? For I yet please men, I shall not be the servant of Hamashiach. Who you here to please? Because you can't do both. You can't please everybody. You either here to please the Most
In
High
my
or man.
opinion, you can't serve the Lord and Mammon,
You
God
can't.
and Mammon. You can't. You gotta
You
choose.
can't. You got to choose. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
This second Timothy 1 and 7. For Yahawah have not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. He gave you the spirit of power. You have the whole armor of the Most High Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You have strength. Cast these things down in His name and get it together.
Okay.
Stop letting this flesh.
Remember who you are.
Okay, stop letting this stuff. Stop letting this stuff shake you and make you nervous and scared. When, like she brought out that precept, you were commanded to be courageous. He
Yes.
said, "Fear not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. I will help thee. I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness." Okay, come on now.
Ooh.
Come on.
Yes.
Fear not. You got the Most High on your side. If the Most High before us, who shall be against us? Okay?
Okay.
No weapon formed against you shall what?
Prosper.
Clock it.
But it
Prophesy.
don't mean that they're not going to form. Things are going to come. You're going to have trials. You're going to have tribulations. You're going to have tests that you will experience. But you got to know your value. You got to know your self worth. You got to know who you are and whose you are. I say that all the
All
time.
the time.
Know who you are, a daughter of Zion, and know whose you are. The Most High is your Father. There is no God above Him. These little sticks and stones and rocks and all these other gods and things like that.
Mm,
Who are they? What are they?
mm, mm,
But
mm.
still, to the Most High, they are nothing. So you gotta listen. Say your affirmations in the morning. You gotta say your prayers. Speak life. The words that we speak, they are life. The
Mm.
words that you speak are life. Speak into yourself. Know that when you go into this, listen, I am set apart. I am holy. I am courageous. Listen, you have to speak these things into yourself. And some people say fake it till you make it, but I just say speak life because I already am. And when you have confidence in the Lord, it boosts your self esteem. I don't know. It makes me walk a different kind of a way. It gives you a different posture when you already listen. I know who my father is. Our foreparents had um I'll say Daniel. Daniel had the courage to be set apart and be holy. He didn't care what happened. He didn't care about being in that den with them lions. He did not care about that. He did not care. Okay. You have to go.
He knew who God was.
Exactly. You have to go into this word and find these accounts and read them over and over and over and over because like in Hebrews 11 it like seeing these accounts and understanding the type of faith that our foreparents moved in, like what, it's amazing. And some people don't understand that's how the miracles happen. That's how things were able to be accomplished. That's how the Most High is able to show His power when you move in such an authority. I'm gonna read this in Luke real quick.
Um,
About that, you brought up a good point. This is Luke 10 and 19. It says, "Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents." Salakia. Okay, I'm gonna start over. Luke 10 and 19. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. You have to believe these words. You have to believe what you're reading. If you don't believe, when like it be a little bit of doubt, it just casts away all the faith. Like you have to have faith like none other. That's
um,
how courage works. When you build up your faith, you have courage. When you build up your trust, you have courage.
um.
Trust in the Most High. Trust that He's going to be there for you. Trust He's going to fight for you. Trust He's going to defend you. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Oh
You have
God.
to trust the Most High and His plan for you. He, listen. His plan is not to harm you and hurt you and these things like that. You come to serve Him. But will things come to try you, like we said before? Yeah, things are going to come to try you. Things are going to come to try you and test you. But these things shape you and mold you. And when
Kind.
you travel much and you experience much, you gain much wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and know how to move and how to deal with these certain spirits. And knowing that if a spirit tests you one time, it's going to come back around and test you again.
Mm-hmm. You
But
just
now
said a
you have the tools. You got the tools and know how to deal with it.
mm-hmm. Oh, praise.
I'll praise Him Most High.
I thought about a few things. All praise to the Most High. Who that gave me chills. That was beautiful. Sis Susanna did a video for Sabbath called "Peace Not Perfection." I gotta rewatch it because it was so beautiful. Like it really just reminded you, like you saying, life is gonna life, trouble's gonna come, problems gonna come, but you know who never changes and who stays the same? The Most High. He's perfect. Life is not perfect, but He is. He's our strength. He's our everything. Let Him be who grounds you. Let Him be your peace. Let Him be your foundation and your strength. Because with Him, you can overcome and conquer, endure all things.
Mhm.
He had to remind us 3 different times within the space within the same Isaiah 40. I'm gonna read it. It's Isaiah 44. Hold on. As Isaiah 43 and 11, Isaiah 45 and 5, and Isaiah 46 and 9, he reminded us within the span of 4 chapters who he is. And that's just in those 4 chapters alone. He's so powerful. He had to keep like Isaiah 43 and 9. My bad. 11. I am the Lord, and beside me there is no Savior. I have declared and have saved, and I have showed when there was no strange God among you. Therefore, you are my witnesses, says the Lord, that I am God. I am Yahawah. Okay? Another Isaiah 45 and 5. I am the Lord, and there's none else. There's no God besides me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none besides me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
Yes.
So baby. Isaiah 46 and 9. Remember the former things of old, for I am God, and there is none else. I am Yahawah, and there is none like me. Declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. I just I just be getting emotional sometimes just to think like we have such a mighty God. Like we have someone we can give all of our problems to, all of our worries to, all of our cares to. We have somebody that's gonna fight for us, that can do anything, that can work miracles. Don't fear, be courageous. I gotta read this again. Like we have the one and true only living God. That is powerful. We good because we got him. We
Mhm.
good. Isaiah 41 and 10, fear not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yeah, I will help thee. Yeah, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. When life is life, and guess who's holding you? The Most High.
Mhm.
Holding you. All praises.
When you feel weak, you are strong through Him.
The word dismayed says cause someone to feel consternation and distress. Synonyms are frightened, scared, confounded, taken aback, concerned, bothered, troubled, disturbed, upset, disheartened, saddened, despaired, rattled, spook, knocked sideways. The Lord said, be not dismayed. Don't be fearful. Don't be unsettled. Don't be startled. Don't be taken aback. Don't be frightened. Don't be disturbed. Because I am your peace. And I will get you through this. But you got to make room for him to do that. You got to make room for the Most High to fight in your life, to be your strength and be your peace. That means you have to go to him and submit unto him and give your cares unto him.
Come on. Gotta humble yourself before Him. And another thing I was gonna say, if sisters are having trouble with feeling like, um, are feeling like, I'm having trouble with being courageous. I'm having trouble with these things. Pray to the Most High. You have not because you ask not. Ask the Most High for the thing. He knows the things that you need before you come to Him. He already knows what you need. but it's about us humbling ourselves to ask him because we have no other helper but thee. The Lord is the one who allow us to be in these situations, and the Lord is the only one who can get us up out of it.
Um,
But
I
we
wanted
have.
to play. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead, go ahead.
I wanted to play this video real quick. It's from the camp called the Servants, and um, I'm gonna start at the 29-minute mark. It's like 2 minutes. The clip I want to show. They were basically doing a lesson, and y'all see it. And he showed a clip of a guy doing an experiment with plants, and goes to show how powerful words are. It's
Oh
like you said,
yes.
we have to speak life into ourselves. So I want to play that real quick, baby. Hush. For the sisters that are married, it's not a brother teaching. It's just an experiment showing how powerful words are. Yes, they do. Relationship with your mother and your father. All right. Do plants have senses? Yes, they do. Y'all can't really see it, but it's okay. This tree can see.
I was gonna say turn it sideways.
Okay. To approach the support. What's the next one? I'll be talking nice to plant A and mean to plant B. Let's begin. Baby, stop. You are so pretty. You're so beautiful. And you're going to grow so much because I love you. I love you. Stop, you dumb sack of crap. You trying to grow? You can't grow. Cracks a sack can't grow. You dumb sack of crap. You're so thirsty. Probably because someone's growing up so fast. Now shut up. You're so much prettier than all these sluts. Seriously, you should be in a botanical garden. I am serious. You look fierce. Oh man, you look like marijuana came down with polio. Okay, day 30. Time to see how it turned out. Plant A, you grew a total of 2 inches. I'm so proud of you. Plant B grew a total of who gives a crap? You sack of crap. You gotta do the one thing that you're supposed to do. Choose the better one. So I just wanted to use that just to show. So that goes to show how powerful words are. Plant B died, but plant A grew because life was spoken into it. It was given the living waters. And our life is this words. It's the Most High Yahawashi. So remember that. The power, the tongue has the power of life and death in it. The words you speak are powerful. Like, I think I've gave this example before. This Proverbs 18 and 21. Death and life and the power of the tongue, good love shall eat the fruit thereof. You're going to eat the fruit of what you say. Be very mindful of things you say. I've come a long way with the things I've been saying, and it's all praise to the Most High. All praises to the Most High, but the tongue is very powerful. So think before you speak. Take a minute to think before you speak. Breathe. I think I gave this example before, but I personally don't say stuff like, I have a spirit of anger on me, or I like to say that I'm battling in the spirit, I'm struggling with the spirit, because I don't know. Me personally, have is a possession. Have is a possession. Right. So when you're saying I have, like I have a BMW, I have a crib for my daughter. We have a washer. That's your possession. You're talking about something you possess, something you own, something that's a part of you. I don't want to claim these spirits. No, I don't have. No, I'm just battling that. Lord willing, I'm gonna get it up off me. But that's not who I am, and I'm not claiming that. So that's just something I like to do personally in my walk. I don't go around saying like I have anger issues, or I have a spirit of this on me, because nah, baby, I ain't making no room for that spirit. We're not making that spirit.
No, it's not mine. I'm giving it back.
Okay.
I think we talked about that already.
Yeah, we did.
No. It's not mine. It doesn't belong to me. You're trying to visit me, and I'm not accepting visitors. Right. I'm not. This Romans 10 and 17, it says, so then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. So what you intake, that's another part of being set apart. Not letting anything just be a part of your vessel. So just limiting your intake, and just like I said, monitoring and understanding what you can accept, because other sisters might be stronger in the spirit to be around certain things than sisters that are newer and trying to learn. So you just got to gauge those things, and um, just be brave enough to be like, listen, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. And then there are also so many sisters in the word. Like I said, when you're reading um, Abigail, she showed a lot of courage to even gather things up and go to David and be like, please excuse my husband. We got the midwives that were supposed to get rid of the male children, they didn't. But each and every account, even Susanna, like each and every account, the Most High was there for them. The Most High um, stood on business when it came to them and was their defense and made sure that they had what they needed and they were protected. Um, and even with Rahab the harlot, like she showed a lot of courage by doing that, and in turn, you know, her family was excused. So listen, the Most High can use whatever vessel He wants to get His message across, but you have to have faith in Him, and you have to have courage in order to have the Most High be there for you in the same way. So all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High.
All I have was Shemashai.
Yeah,
This was beautiful. This was beautiful. I can't wait to watch this again.
I know.
All praises.
Really good.
Sisters, we love y'all. And Lord willing, we can also always remember to apply this to our own lives. But just remember your strength and your power. You read Luke 10 and 18, right? About we have power to tread on serpents and
And
scorpions.
read it again. Read it again.
Okay.
Yes, I did, but
You
sometimes
gotta
you got.
remember who your power is, sis. You gotta remember who your power is. Luke 10 and 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by enemies hurt you. Notwithstanding in this, rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. These spirits are subject unto you. You know, just like we're subject unto our husbands, we submit unto them. Hey, you could, what, yeah, how much I said, you could tell a mountain to move. Tell that
Okay,
spirit to get up out of here. You have power.
okay,
Remember that. Stop letting life and Satan beat you down. Girl, get up. Get up.
girl, get
Get
up.
up. I believe in y'all. We believe in you. We love you, but you got to believe in yourself. And most importantly, you got to believe in the Most High that He can do it and work it. You
Oh
got to
my goodness.
do so.
Mm, mm,
Believe that
mm.
He can work it in you and that He can make it happen because He can. Like what the sister Susanna said through the Spirit, life is not perfect, but Yahawah Shemel Shah is in all ways. Life changes, you go through stuff, but Yahawah don't change. He stays the same.
Hold
So
on. I'm about to
keep.
play y'all this real quick before we get off of here. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm good. Okay, go ahead.
All right, hold on. Girl, get up. It's time for you to get up and start moving in faith. Moving like you already know that it is done. Because the world is yours and everything in it. But it's up for you to get up and do it. Faith without works is dead.
You look
Okay,
so
girl.
good. That's you. You look so freaking pretty. You look
Thank you.
great.
Oh my gosh. That just, when you said that, I was like, oh my goodness. I just posted that the other day. Like, oh my gosh. Like, y'all.
Y'all, she's
And
so
then,
pretty.
oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, y'all. And all right, before we get off of here, this is is it going to let me show it? Okay. It's
What is
Israelite
it?
Sisterhood. This the other podcast for the younger sisters. I don't know if it's going to show the video, but oh yeah. See? We live, baby. We live. There you go. All right, fine. So they got their podcast. Support those sisters as well. So, I just wanted to bring those two out.
I'm gonna go look at them right now. This
Yep.
last piece we got Malachi 3 and 6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, you sons of Jacob are not consumed. And let me read this too, because baby, Christ told you that you was gonna face tribulation, but what you gonna have in Him? Peace. John 16:33. These things I have spoken unto you, that in me you might have peace. In the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer, have overcome the world. You're gonna have tribulation, but your peace and strength and courage, all of that comes from Yahawashi. Go to the source, let him fill you up, let him water you, make room for him to do so. Stop trying to take it all on yourself. Stop trying to fight spiritual things with carnal things. We're in a spiritual warfare. Fight spiritual battles with spiritual tools, because you got the blueprint. Use it, okay?
And don't think it not strange. All praises to the Most High. This was so beautiful.
This is amazing. I loved every bit of it. We love y'all. Lord willing, y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Yes. All praise to the Most High. Have a good week. Shalawam.
Shalawam. Love y'all.